Damas y caballeros, con ustedes la máxima figura de todo el mundo y el orgullo de Los Ángeles. Él es el Cibernético. Alongside with me, as always, all the way from the Buckeye State himself, Mr. T-Shawn Jones.
Thank you, gracias, thank you.
Oh, now you know Spanish.
Sí.
See. Speaking of another Jones, all the way from Dallas, Texas, Mr. Big Red Jones.
What's good?
What is going on? You could catch a Red every Thursday night after Impact, 30 minutes after Impact. Gentlemen, let's start it off real quick. What the hell happened last night with Raw? That shit was boring.
Let me start off by saying this. What in the blue hell is wrong with Raw? As a matter of fact, what in the blue hell is going on with this road to WrestleMania? You know we're only a few weeks away.
Oh, my God.
But
4 weeks away, I believe.
Last night was just terrible. And how are you going to build
terrible?
I mean, I don't even want to talk about it, you know. It was that bad, you know. Like, don't get me. I mean, the highlights. I mean, we could run them down quick.
Right. Too quick.
Too quick. I mean, we got CM Punk, you know, holding the urn, the Undertaker that I guess apparently holds the ashes of, you know, the late Paul Bearer, you know, the great Paul Bearer. Then, you know, they go into segments, and then Triple H, Brock Lesnar contract signing, which I thought was funny, but was pretty damn boring.
Really boring. I mean, you said it yourself, Sean. I mean, dude, this is Road to WrestleMania. It looks more like Road to next Monday Night Raw.
Exactly.
I have no interest. Thank you. I have no interest, not even to be all sad and depressed and eating my tacos in the corner. You know, everybody's at Mania and I'm here stuck in LA. When, dude, I'm like, have fun, everybody. There's no interest in me to go. There's no interest for me to be like, you know what? I can't believe I fucked up. I missed this opportunity. Damn. It's like, if 29 is going to be this bad, I don't even want to go to 30 now.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Tragic.
Red, what are your thoughts on this whole fucking situation with Raw?
Man, that shit sucked ass. I mean, the crowd was dead and everything. I'm like, really? I don't know, and it's boring as hell.
Maurice, I wish you were on the line. Damn, they were in your backyard. I guess not.
I think Maurice didn't want to come on the show that bad.
Ouch.
Talk about what happened.
His ears are ringing out. But the show was sold out. I give him credit on that. All right, cool. You're on the road to WrestleMania. Sold out. But this is the crap you're giving them? Like, for real?
I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I mean,
that's what's up.
I mean, the only thing that saved it that night was the triple threat match for the Intercontinental title, which I thought was, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that good, you know.
Exactly. So, guys, let's start off the whole damn night with Raw. Cena versus Young.
You know what? I gotta be completely honest. And I do not mean to be racist whatsoever.
Right.
It was just like looking at a white John Cena and a black John Cena fight.
Damn.
Like looking in the mirror, except for Darren has the fro.
Ouch. What do you think is holding these guys back from this whole situation? I mean, when I say holding them back, I'm still picking at these guys for last night's horrible show. I mean, I don't know, Young and Cena. I could understand. Let's put Cena on TV for a quick minute and it's over.
Well, they had to put Cena back on TV because he wasn't on there last week. You know what I mean? But to give him Darren Young, really?
Yeah. You know what? I not to be fucked up, but I'm not gonna go through the whole damn card. But I'll tell you guys who are listening to the show. I'll tell you guys what you guys missed last night. Cena over Young, Ryback over Otunga, R-Truth over Sandow, Kane and Daniel Bryan defeated Primo and Epico, Del Rio over Cody, Orton and Sheamus over Slater and Jinder, Ziggler over Kofi, and Barrett versus Miz versus Jericho, which I thought was going to save the night. So let's get into the main event. What you guys think about the triple threat?
Like I said, it was okay.
It was decent. I mean, I'll give it that much. Like I said, this whole night was horrible. I mean, those promos were even weak, I have to say. They were really weak. And no, it's not because of Punk. It's not because of Punk. It's not because of what he said or anything. No, he tried. I'll give him credit. He tried. But it was still horrible.
It was that bad. I mean, I may sound old when I say this, but at the same time, it's the honest truth. Remember how back in the day where, and I'm gonna skim through this. You know how contract signings were supposed to be like the major shit,
right?
Like it's supposed like okay, table's supposed to turn over, and everybody just have a fallout. This didn't happen. We just got 10 minutes of our ears burning hearing Paul Heyman, and Triple H just basically just beat up Wars.
It was funny. I ran to it was funny. I ran to a picture on Facebook. It was a picture of Triple H, and it said at WrestleMania, out of retirement, going on retirement match.
Exactly.
How is that possible?
Like I said, like a retirement match, coming out of retirement to go back into retirement. Now, if that's true, I have the one thing to say. Creative staff, what the hell are you thinking? Really? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, maybe someone will go on vacation now. Maybe they put their annual in, or I don't know. It's just sad. Like, is this the best? Is this the best you could do with one of your golden boys? And then, like, you got Brock Lesnar under contract, but at the same time, like, put more flavor into it. You know what I mean?
Right. Damn. It's very frustrating because I just came back from a awesome fucking weekend. I had Championship Wrestling from Hollywood on Sunday over at the Glendale Studios. They put on such an awesome show, and the show was for free. But let me tell you something about that damn show.
Right.
I've never seen it. And I'm not trying to kiss their ass because they know I know a lot of the boys in the locker room listen to the show. I'm not trying to kiss their ass, but god damn, they literally entertain you for about 5 hours straight and for free. Come on, guys, it's like, what the hell is going on, Raw? Like, really, this is the time when you go to WrestleMania. This is the time when you make other people from people from all over the country, and you're trying to get them to come to your show. You try to get them to fly in wherever they're from. And it's like, now I'm like, no way, all this crap, like.
But at the same time, you know what? Thank you, WWE. Thank you, because now you actually, you're making the indie scenes more that hot. So much love to you on that one.
Right. I don't know, man. But
our CEO said best. This is probably going to be the worst WrestleMania in history.
Damn.
Even
now,
just the build-up.
Now, if you could go through, if you could actually go back in, not go back in time, but look through the archives and select the worst WrestleMania ever, which one would you think it would be?
It was actually, I can't think of one. I really can't think of one.
Because I've been thinking about this all day too, and I'm like, which one stood out the most that you were like, what? Like, really? I could honestly say maybe there's one in there. I don't remember. I wish Maurice was here to recognize this one. Maybe you could do this for me.
Okay.
I know it's between 1 through 15.
Okay.
I believe it was main event time. Diesel versus, I want to say either Sid or Shawn Michaels.
I think you're right. I think it is Sid. I think it is. But
it was one of them. But speaking of history, Tone, what's going on, Tone?
What's up, dude?
Damn, we're talking about one of the worst WrestleManias ever. Can you help us out on this one? Which one was it? I remember it was Diesel versus Shawn or Diesel versus Sid. It was 1 through 15. I don't remember the actual number.
Diesel versus Sid would be labeled as the worst WrestleMania ever in my books.
Why is that?
Tragedy.
Well, okay. We are all spoiled by the fact of agile big men from like Kane and Taker. So when you get regular big men like Sid and Diesel and put them in a match, it's very slow and it's very boring.
Right.
Like, seriously. So to me, that's what made it suck. Plus, anything with Shawn in it and the word WrestleMania together could not be boring if you tried. Let's be honest.
Right.
Shawn just makes everything just that much awesome.
Yeah, I'll give you that much on that one. See, because the whole thing we're talking about is, Raw last night was pathetic. I don't know what you thought about Raw last night.
Actually, Raw last night, you notice lately I've actually been avoiding the group. I've been avoiding wrestling groups altogether because when it's from the Rumble to WrestleMania, I want no spoilers, no attitudes, they should have did this. I just want to enjoy it like I'm a kid watching wrestling for the very first time. So to me, because I didn't have all these expectations, everything was okay to me. I would only give it a C, only because I felt the Triple H signing should have been better. I felt that the Kane and Daniel Bryan match didn't really make sense. It didn't need to be there. The only good thing I really did like about the whole night was the triple threat for the IC belt. But I knew Barrett was going to win because there was no reason for him to lose that belt to either one of those guys. But, it wasn't the best. And then, of course, you know how I felt about the ADR situation, how they're, as much as people don't want to say, he's not being Eddie. No, they're forcing him to be the new Eddie, either way it goes.
Right.
And it should come naturally. So that was one of my biggest things that I didn't like about the whole night. But it's the WWE. I've learned to accept that.
Speaking about that, there was a concept brought up a few months ago that the reason why – actually, let me ask you this question first. Why do you think Del Rio is actually a face right now, besides the whole fact that you think he might be the next Eddie or they're trying to make him into the next Eddie? Why do you think –
It's because wrestling as a whole is a very stereotypical business. So there's always somebody that has to cater to some demographics. Del Rio is going to be the only representation that I've seen so far representing the Hispanic community going into WrestleMania. Because all other plans they had, like Ray, Sin Cara, hell, Epico and Primo, all those have failed through. So the only representation the Hispanic community has is Del Rio. So you can't have your only representative going in as the heel. He has to go in as the face because he has the people on his back. So that's the only reason why he is the face. The problem is they want people to be 100% behind him as the face going into the story. The problem is his whole storyline right now, from having the belt to going up against Jack Swagger out of all people, is not really working because it feels forced. Like, first of all, Jack Swagger has never been a top-name guy in the eyes of most people who watch wrestling anyway. So to have him be this ultimate all-American heel all of a sudden, all because, there's a non-American who has the belt, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. It's an easy storyline to use. It's also a recycled storyline. I mean, if you remember, wasn't that JBL's turn to heel, where he was literally out the Mississippi River kicking Hispanics across the border?
You're right. My only difference between those two storylines, it's a little more political with Swagger, but then again, I don't know what you think about that.
It is supposed to be more political. I do see that. I'm not going to lie. I do see the fact that it's supposed to be more like, hey, we're Americans, we're supposed to do this. It's always supposed to be about us. This is our country. This is our world kind of a situation. But if you pay attention, because of the Swagger situation, other people have been affected too. Like Wade Barrett's push has really been diminished. Okay? Cesaro, prime example. Literally, he was the anti-American feud. He came in, and everything he was saying was like, I've never been beaten by an American. I've never been beaten by an American. That was his whole push in regards to his storyline. Now that Swagger comes in, and it's all about America, all about America, all about America, in the eyes of your wrestling fans, the first thing should have been in your head is, if you're all about America, here's this guy holding the U.S. belt, talking about no American has beaten me. Why is that not the belt they put you at? Why are you at the world belt instead, where you could have had someone else who probably could have played the heel role a lot better at the world belt instead of Jack Swagger, in my opinion. You know, you could have had Jericho come back as a heel. Exactly. Well, you could have had Jericho come back as a heel. You could have kept Miz as a heel going for that belt. You could have put more people who can carry the main event better than Swagger and had Swagger go at Cesaro for the belt. It would have made more sense to me.
Well, see, here, I'll actually add to that. I'll actually explain on that one. See, because with SmackDown, they don't have a lot of mega stars anymore, or mega stars that they care about on SmackDown. I mean, you have Orton, you have Sheamus, and Mark Henry. But at the same time, it's like everybody was on that wagon of, like, you know, where's Swagger going to come back? When Swagger going to come back? And they've been posting up pictures, or Swagger been posting up pictures of himself to, you know, show off his new look. So it's like, well, we want everybody that begging for Swagger to come back, and are they going to make him into a better star? And I mean, so far, it was working until he got caught with the whole DUI thing, you know. But I mean, and a lot of people were kind of sick of seeing Jericho be as his heel, and he's him and maybe four others are the last dying breed of the Attitude Era. So,
well, I agree with you on that. I understand that, especially with SmackDown not having those many stars, but with the way the company is structured right now, it doesn't really matter how many stars they have. If you pay attention, they built SmackDown to be the B show where everybody's attention is focused on Raw, and what we can't finish or solve on Raw, we'll go ahead and finish it up on SmackDown. And then if you're not big enough to make it to SmackDown, well, then you do your feud on NXT. That's how the WWE hierarchy is right now when it comes to shows. But even though with Swagger, the way Swagger left, because you got to remember, Swagger left on a serious losing streak. So to bring him back and immediately put him as a top contender guy, even on the B show, is what confuses a lot of people. Technically, he should have came in as the mid-card to see what kind of reaction we, the people, will get from him. If we get a reaction where it's like, okay, I can work with this, this is a character I can get behind, then you move him over to the main event. Especially going into WrestleMania, you don't take your chances with a B-level star in a WrestleMania event. Especially if it's probably going to be the opening match, let's be honest. You're putting all your faith into building your next Hispanic Latino superstar, and you give him a B-star character. No, you give him a A-list character and let him overcome that A-list character in regards to being successful.
Okay, so instead of Swagger, so who would have? I mean,
ironically, as much as we all getting tired of seeing this, Randy would have been perfect.
Okay. Now let me say right there, like with Orton, because he's in so much trouble with the WWE. If everybody remembers last year, of the whole like 3 strikes thing or 5th strike that everybody want to talk about, and he wants to be a heel. Unfortunately, Vince, Hunter, or Stephanie will never give him that option again because he's in trouble because this is what he wants. So my thing is, I mean, with WWE, unfortunately, it's kind of like, I hate to say it, like a poor man's meal. Like, you have to work what you got. Unfortunately, with the WWE, and like with Alberto, yeah, he is the only Hispanic superstar on there because you got both, and a lot of people can vouch for him on this. Ray and Sin Cara are injury prone, and Alberto is forced to take that role. It's like guys like Christian, they're out. Christian's out, and it's kind of what you have to use.
And I give you that. I'll give you all that. I give you the fact that all these different people are down and no one there is reliable and stuff like that right now. But this is not a side pay-per-view. This is not one of the other 3 of the big 4. This is the Super Bowl of wrestling. This is where you get your money at. This is where you get your notoriety at. This is where you put the pettiness to the side and do what's best for the business. If you want to create your next star that's going to be a mainstay for the next 6 to 9 months, you have to give him a dominant counterpart. When you want to create the next Batman movie, you do not give him Killer Croc. You give him the Joker. You give him Bane. You give him somebody that people can recognize as being an obvious villain. You don't give him the sideshow guy. So if you want Del Rio to be your next Mexican star, you don't even got to be Eddie. He could just be your next Mexican star. You don't give him the low-card people, okay? You give him somebody that already has stature in your company and have him be defeated by your next future star. Being the fact that people get behind Randy. Randy can play the heel. Randy can play the frustrated role. Randy will take one for the team, especially if you tell Randy, we'll give you the belt later on down the road if you take this L for the team. We know that, okay?
Right. And plus, if Randy take one for the team, it don't hurt him not at all.
Right. Exactly, especially being where he is as a character. Randy is not a mainstay character. Let's be honest, Randy's about to take one for the team in regards to the Shield match. Okay? When I look at all 6 people, the Shield needs the W to keep their character going. Big Show takes enough L's at WrestleMania where you just need to throw that man a bone. It's like, you know what, dog? We just not going to make him take the L this year, okay? And Sheamus is the face for SmackDown, so he's not going to take an unnecessary L. He took the 1 L for 3MB, and he's not taking no more. I'm sorry.
Wow, 3 LW.
I forgot. Yeah.
3 little women, right?
Right. That's basically what they look. That's what they look like. But not trying to be, funny in regards to that was an accident. But the case in point is, Randy would have been perfect to help Del Rio get over. You don't even have to be the fact that, I'm a Hispanic, I'm the savior of the Hispanics, because this guy over here doesn't like me because of my race, creed, or color. That's an old beaten dead horse that wrestling uses. Okay?
Right.
And Del Rio needs to be presented as a great character, not just, I'm a Hispanic with my back against the wall. You hurt my little buddy for no reason on Monday, so now I definitely got to avenge his death kind of situation. Like, that's basically what they made it happen.
Yeah. Hey, Tone, thank you very much for your opinion on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Overload. The number to call is 760-569-7676. Access code 200-446-pound. Once again, that number is 760-569-7676. Access code 200-446-pound. Be sure to join us every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. I'm sorry Raw was boring and we didn't really have plenty of things set up. But, Sean, you know what to do.
Yeah. Everyone, sorry you got to good, but you can blame WWE for that one.
Exactly. It ain't my fault.
Did I do that?
That's no six during the whole Raw yesterday.
Also, if you got Facebook, be sure to add us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central. Also, if you got Twitter, follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. I am EL.CIBERNETICO alongside with Mr. Jones, and we'll...
Wait. Oh, yeah, don't forget to like Sex Battles.
That's right. Don't forget to like us on Sex Battles as well. Coming up next in a few minutes. Also,
please support your local indie scene. Please go out.
Exactly. WCC reminds you to always support your local indie scene, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday night. Good night.
Wake the fuck up.